Let's start if else logic. It's very easy, you
Okay.
already know these things.
Mm.
So, this is a program where I have taken two variables. One is
Okay.
WSA, one is WSB.
Okay.
WSA picture clause 9 of 1 value 2, WSB picture clause 9 of 1 value 1. Now, inside procedure division, I have written if WSA less than WSB, display A1, else display A2.
Okay.
Then end if. Now, these are the few loops, or these are called verbs and scope terminators, where you don't have to write any period. If and if, perform and perform, read and read, start and start, evaluate and evaluate. In these kind of statements, you cannot write any period, because if you write any period, that is considered to be the end of the loop. You have to
Okay.
write the period only after the last scope terminator. This end if is called scope terminator. End perform,
Mm.
end read, end start, end evaluate. All these things are end scope terminator.
Okay.
You have to write the period only after the last one.
Okay.
If you write if statement, end if is mandatory to close the loop. Else is not mandatory. Else you can write only if you have a requirement. If you don't have a requirement, you don't have to write. If WSA less than WSB, display A1, else display A2. The meaning of this is, what is the value of WSA? 2. 2 less than 1 I am checking. 2 is not less than 1, correct? 2 is
Yeah.
always greater than 1. So it will
Great.
automatically go to else part. Else is the opposite of
Mm.
if. If is not true, then it will go to else. If is true, it will not go to else. Since
Mm.
if is not true,
Okay.
it will go to else part, it will display A2, it will come out of final scope terminator, and then it will go to stop run.
Mm.
These are very simple programs. Okay, so now let's check. Oh, not this one, this one. So see, output
Ah.
is A2, this one.
Mm.
Got it right?
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Let's see this example. This is called nested if inside if. Here I have
Mm.
taken two variables, WSA, WSB, picture plus 9 of 1, value is 1, B value is 2. There are first of all I'm checking if WSA is equal to WSB, then display A. Else,
Ah.
if WSA greater than WSB, display B. Else display C, end if stop run. So this is called nested if. If inside if. There are two ifs, right? There is one if inside another if. That is called nested if. So for each if there should be an end if. So there are two ifs, there are two end ifs. Else is not mandatory. If you have any requirement, you can write. But the
Mm.
period will be only after the final end if, the outer end if, outer scope
Okay.
terminator. Okay. First of all, I'm checking.
Okay.
See, these are all numeric digits. Okay. Two numeric digits can be connected in three ways. One is they can either be equal, one can be greater than the other one, and one can be less than the other one. First of all, I'm checking if both are equal. I'm checking 1 equal to 2, which is not true. 1 is not equal to 2, it will go to else part. In else, I'm checking if A is greater than B. 1 is greater than 2. This is also false. So it will go to else part. In else, I'm not checking anything. So whatever is there inside else will be executed. So it will display C and it will come out. Got it?
Got it.
C. Correct?
Hmm.
This one you can see, same if else example. Now let us check continue next sentence. Do you know continue next sentence?
It, if success means it,
What success? How many years of experience you have?
3.
Then you should know.
Yeah, continue means it
Tell me the definition of
perform next
definition
line.
of huh?
It perform next step. If
Continue means
W
what?
that it will check if hello less than hello 2.
Hmm.
If it satisfy means it go out from if statement and what next that will.
Yes, correct. The reason behind that is, see, I'm checking hello 1 less than hello 2, 1 less than 2, continue. So if 1 is less than 2, then I don't have anything to write in the program. I'm just checking this condition. If this condition is true, I want to go with the flow of the program. I don't have anything to write. I neither have any display statement here, nor do I have any evaluation or anything. I don't have anything to write. That is why I have written continue. When you have nothing to write, you write continue. Continue means if this condition is true, you just continue with the flow of the program. So now 1 is less than 2, this condition is satisfied. It will not go to else part. It will just continue with the flow of the program. It will come out of end if. Then it will execute all the lines after that. This continuous statement is generally used in Cobol DB2 programming. Whenever you use any SQL query inside your Cobol DB2 programs, after the use of SQL query, we check the SQL code, whether the SQL query ran fine or not. If the code is 0 or 100 or something, based on our requirement, we just check whether the query was successful or not. If suppose the query SQL code is 0, that means the query is successful. We just want to flow with the program, want to go with the flow of the program, then we'll write continue. So this continue is mostly used in Cobol DB2 programmings. Okay, so in this case, what will happen is 1 is less than 2, it is true condition, it will go to continue, then it will come out of end if and it will display both these lines. Correct now?
Hmm.
So let me first compile it. Jahangir, both the displays have come, correct? Got it,
Ah,
no?
yeah, got
There
it.
is one more thing called next sentence. If in case of, if in place of continue, you write next sentence, what will happen? Do you know?
No,
Hmm?
not here. That.
So next sentence and continue are similar, but there is one difference. You will see, okay? Let me
Oh,
first compile the program and then let me execute it. Oh, compilation was done or not? Done. See, only one display has come, Jahangir one.
oh,
This one has not come. Why? Any idea?
because of exit.
Hmm? Not because of next sentence, obviously, but why? Whenever you have a condition which is true, and if you write next sentence,
Oh,
it will come out of the final scope terminator and it will look for a period. It will look for a dot.
oh,
If it finds a dot, then only it will start executing the next lines. If it doesn't find a dot, until and unless it finds, it will not execute anything. So after end if there is no dot, so this line was not executed. After this line there is a
Oh,
dot, then that is why only this line is executed. That is why we have only this display in output. But in case of continue, you don't have this condition of period. It will execute whatever is present under after end if.
oh,
Got it? So
I
next
got.
sentence is used in conditional cases whenever you are checking some condition. If it is true, you want to execute one line, you want to perform one paragraph, or if it's not true, you want to perform both the paragraphs. That time you can play with this full stops and you can manipulate the code.
Mm.
Okay, got it now?
Got it.
There is something called evaluate statement. Do you know evaluate?
Yeah. And a switch.
Hmm. Switch case, that is in Java it is called switch case. Okay,
Okay.
in mainframe it is evaluate. Now generally what happens is if you have a variable like this WSA under which you have three variables WSB picture clause box of A box of one value. So if you have such a variable, what will be the value of WSA? Come on, it is easy.
All three values. Which one? False.
ABC value of A will be ABC
Ah.
because it's a group variable, parent variable. It has three sub-elementary variables under it. And
Mm.
each of the sub-elementary variables has its own value. So the combined value of these three variables will be the value of WSA. This is in case of normal variables. But what will happen if you just give 88 in place of 02, 03, 04, 05 or any other? If you give 88, what will happen? Then the value of WSA will not be the combined value of these three variables. WSA
Oh.
will either be equal to this one or equal to this one or equal to this one. This is called flag. This 88 level variable is used in your Cobol programs as flags to manipulate the code. Okay, you will always see.
Ah.
Okay, what is this? So I'll tell you how it will work. WSA currently does not have any value.
Mm.
It has three variables under it, B, C, and D. All have 88 level variables. These are called conditional variables. Each has different value. WSB's value is 1, C is 6, D is 11. Now, the value of WSA does not automatically become the combined value of these three variables. The value of WSA will either be equal to the value of WSB, that is 1, or 6 or 11, based on how we use these conditional variables in our program. So in my program, I have set WSB to true. This is a flag. All these three are flags. I have set WSB to true. Whenever I set any conditional variable to true, the remaining two become false automatically.
Ah.
So since WSB is true, the value of WSA becomes equal to WSB, which is 1. Now next I have written evaluate WSA. Evaluate WSA. That means check the value of WSA. When 0, display Jahangir. When 1, display Hamish. When 6, display Balaji. When 10, display Rajeshwari. When 12, display people. When other, display other. End evaluate. Now you tell me what will be the value of which display will
What?
come.
Amit.
Correct.
Amit.
Because, and one more thing, in evaluate statement, we can check 255 when conditions like this. Like this, we can have 255 when conditions, okay? And one when
Oh,
other condition. This is like if
okay.
else only. If
Hmm.
0, if 1, like that. But you can check 255 when conditions and one when other. That means else. When
Hmm.
other means else, otherwise. So in our case, WSB is true, that is 1. So value of WSA will become 1. So I'm checking when 1, it will put document. Let me execute it. Compile it first. So, see, Amit, correct now?
Yeah. Hmm. Correct.
We'll check one more program similar to that previous one.
Hmm.
WS hello1 picture plus x of 2. It has 5 conditional variables. Hello 2, hello 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6. And each conditional variable has a range of values 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, 16 through 20, 21 through 25. That means hello 2 can have 5 values 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Hello 3 can have 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. 4 can have 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 or 15. Okay, all 5
Okay.
variables have 5 values. Now I have set hello4 to true. This one.
Hmm. Okay.
When I have set hello4 to true, value of hello1 becomes hello4. That is 11 through 5. That means it can either be 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 or 15. Correct?
Correct.
Then I'm checking evaluate hello1. When 5, display 5. When 21, display 21. When 11, display 11. When 12, display 12. When 13, when 14, when 15, when other. Now according to you, which one should be the output?
11.
Why 12 also true, 13 also is true, 14 also is true, 15 also is true, correct?
Okay. One satisfied to come out from
Correct.
evaluate.
When the first time any when condition is satisfied, it will come out of the end evaluate. It will not check any
Hmm.
other thing.
Hmm.
The first time if any condition matches, it will not check any other. Correct na?
Ah.
You check this program and tell me what will be the output.
Hmm.
You check. I have taken a flag variable WS flag. It has two sub-elementary WS flag OK, WS flag KO. OK value is Y, KO value is N. Then I've taken WS name x of 10, salary 9 of 6, initialize flag name salary. Then I'm moving Shatabdi to WS name 50,000 to salary. Then I'm checking if name is Shatabdi, I have set KO to true, else OK to true. Then I'm checking if WS flag KO compute salary equal to salary plus 10,000, else compute salary equal to salary plus 20,000. Now tell me what will be the value of salary.
60,000.
Hmm?
60,000.
How?
First, sat
So I'm moving this name to this variable. Then I'm
yeah.
checking if name is this name is
Satisfied.
true.
So KO
Satisfied, this
is
flag will be
10
true.
Hmm.
Then I'm checking if this. So if WS flag KO means if WS flag KO is true, then it will go inside, it will compute salary equal to 50,000 plus 10,000, 60,000, correct?
Ah,
Okay, good.